A Christmas betrayal. The champagne flute shattered against the hardwood floor, its golden contents bleeding into the cracks like liquid betrayal. I stood frozen, my sister's laughter still echoing from the kitchen, her voice entwined with my husband's low, intimate murmur. The condo, my condo, bought with years of late-night deadlines and sacrificed dreams, felt suddenly alien, its sleek marble counters and twinkling Christmas lights mocking the life I thought I'd built. My parents' suitcases sat by the door, unzipped and spilling sweaters, as if they'd already claimed this space. They'd arrived yesterday, all smiles and promises of a family Christmas. But now I saw the truth. They weren't here to celebrate. They were here to dismantle. I clutched the edge of the dining table, my knuckles whitening. The air smelled of pine from the tree and the faint, acrid tang of my own panic. How had I missed this? The late-night texts Ryan dismissed as work, the way my sister Lila lingered too long in his orbit, her hand brushing his arm as she passed the mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. I chalked it up to her being her usual, overly familiar self. Lila, the golden child who could do no wrong. But now, standing in the wreckage of my trust, I saw the signs I'd ignored. Her perfume on his jacket, the locked bathroom door at odd hours, the way my parents' eyes darted away when I asked about her new job that kept her so busy. "Lila, you're spilling wine." Ryan's voice floated from the kitchen, teasing too warm. My stomach churned. I wanted to scream, to storm in and demand answers, but my feet wouldn't move. Doubt crept in, slimy and cold. What if I was wrong? What if this was just sibling banter, and I was the paranoid one, unraveling over nothing? My therapist's voice echoed in my head. "Trust your gut, Emma. It's rarely wrong." But my gut was a mess of fear and love, tangled like the Christmas lights I'd spent hours untangling. I forced myself to step closer, the hardwood creaking under my bare feet. The kitchen door was ajar, a sliver of light spilling out. Peered through the gap. Lila leaned against the counter, her red dress clinging to her curves, her head tilted as she laughed at something Ryan said. He stood too close, his hand resting on the counter beside hers, his fingers grazing her wrist. My breath hitched. It wasn't proof, not yet, but it was enough to make my heart pound like a war drum. "Emma, honey." My mother's voice startled me from the living room. I spun around, my face burning. She sat on the couch, knitting needles clicking, her eyes sharp despite her soft smile. "You look pale. Everything okay?" "Fine," I lied, my voice tight. "Just checking on dinner." I couldn't meet her gaze. She'd always favored Lila, praising her charm while I was the responsible one, the one who paid for this condo while Lila flitted through life. Had she known about this? Had she and Dad orchestrated this Christmas invasion to push Lila into my home, my marriage? I slipped into the kitchen, forcing a smile. "Smells good in here," I said, my voice brittle. Lila turned, her eyes flickering with something, guilt, amusement. Ryan stepped back, his smile too quick, too practiced. "Just teaching Lila your famous gravy recipe," he said, holding up a whisk like evidence. The lie was so smooth it cut deeper than the truth would have. Dinner was torture. My parents chatted about holiday plans, oblivious, or pretending to be, to the tension. Lila's foot brushed mine under the table, and I flinched. Ryan's hand rested on my thigh, a gesture that once felt like love but now burned like a brand. I pushed food around my plate, my appetite drowned in suspicion. Every laugh, every glance between them felt like a confession I wasn't ready to hear. After dessert, I excused myself to the balcony, needing air. The city sparkled below, a cold, glittering mask over my crumbling world. I replayed every moment. Lila's sudden decision to visit for Christmas, my parents' insistence on staying here instead of a hotel, Ryan's late nights at the office. The pieces fit too well, but I still wanted to believe it was a mistake. I loved him. I loved her. How could they do this? The sliding door opened behind me. You okay?" Ryan's voice was soft, concerned. I turned, searching his face for the man I'd married, the one who'd kissed me under this same balcony light 2 years ago, promising forever. His hazel eyes held mine, but there was a shadow there, a flicker of something guarded. "Why's Lila really here?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. His jaw tightened just for a second, but it was enough. My heart sank. "Ryan, tell me the truth." He hesitated, then sighed. "Your parents. They asked me to help Lila get settled. She's struggling. They thought living here might stabilize her." Stabilize her? I laughed, sharp and bitter. "By moving her into our home. Without asking me." "They didn't want to worry you," he said, stepping closer. His hand reached for mine, but I pulled away. "It's just temporary. I promise." "Then why are you sneaking around with her?" The words spilled out before I could stop them. His face paled, and in that moment I knew. The late-night whispers, the locked doors. It wasn't about helping Lila. It was about them. "Emma, it's not." He started, but I cut him off. "Don't lie to me." My voice cracked, tears burning my eyes. "I saw you. In the kitchen. The way you touched her." He froze, guilt etched into every line of his face. The silence was deafening, louder than any confession. I turned away, my chest heaving, the city lights blurring through my tears. Behind me the door slid open again. Lila's voice, soft and tentative. "Emma, what's wrong?" I spun around, rage surging. "You tell me, Lila. You and Ryan. How long?" Her eyes widened, her mouth opening and closing like a fish. No, it's not what you think." "Stop!" shouted. My parents appeared in the doorway, their faces a mix of shock and something darker. Complicity? "All of you just stop. I trusted you. All of you." The truth unraveled over the next hour. A slow, agonizing bleed. Lila confessed first, her voice shaking. A drunken night at a bar, a kiss that meant nothing. A secret they swore to bury. Ryan's apologies followed, each word a knife twisting deeper. My parents admitted they'd known, and thought moving Lila in would fix things, keep her close to control the damage. They'd planned this, all of them, while I was decorating the tree, oblivious. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stood there, numb, as the family I'd loved collapsed around me. Then, quietly, I made my decision. "You can all stay," I said, my voice cold. "Live here. Make it your home." Their relief was palpable until I added, "Because I'm selling it. Tomorrow." I walked out, leaving them in the condo that no longer felt like mine. The elevator hummed, carrying me away from the betrayal, the lies, the family I thought I knew. As the doors opened to the lobby, I felt a strange, hollow freedom. They could have the condo, the memories, the guilt. I was done carrying their secrets.